Timers ready? Get set, go! Good. Go. Go. Good. Hold it.
Our Basic Police Recruit Training Academy. What I'd like to do now is bring in the class one at a time. I'll tell you who they are and what agency they're represented, and I'll also use the word pre-service student. For the people that are unfamiliar with that term, what it means as far as we're concerned here at Milwaukee Area Technical College, these are people that have achieved at least 2 years of college and have sent themselves through recruit school. They have to have a clean record. They will undergo a check, a fingerprint check. They go through an interview process very similar to being hired by a law enforcement agency. And by them going through recruit school on their own, they pay their own tuition, it makes them hopefully more marketable, and it makes them what they call certifiable. So as soon as they're hired by a law enforcement agency, they are exempt from going to basic police recruit training because they already had it. So when I use that word pre-service, that's what I'm referring to. And I'll also announce the name and the agency for the people represented in our class that are working for law enforcement agencies. What I'd like you to do is when I call them in here, please hold any applause till the end. What I'll do is, once we get everybody in here, I'll introduce the class to you as a whole, and then you can give them a warm reception. But I'll call them in here one at a time right now, and hopefully everybody's comfortable, and we'll proceed with the ceremony now. I'll call the class in now. Thank you for your cooperation. By the way, my name is Ed Nowicki. I'm responsible for working with these recruits for the last 10 weeks. I'm the academy coordinator, and I had the opportunity and privilege to work with them. And I'll tell you right before I call them in here, we've got a good group of people among our vets. We got 32 people that I think possess all the talent and abilities that they need to be very successful in careers as law enforcement officers. I'm just tickled to be a part of it. So thank you again for your support to you as a whole. Dean Anderson, MATC pre-service student. Michael Burke, pre-service student. Mark Campbell, pre-service student. Richard Cole Jr., pre-service student. Eddie Gomez, who started off here as a pre-service student. Jason Gannier, pre-service student. Laura Harding, Williams Bay Police Department. Julie Houck, Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. Jeffrey Hoffman, pre-service student. Brian Herensky, Kenosha County Sheriff's Department. Joseph Capitani, pre-service student. Tanya Karnick, Wauwatosa Police Department. Matthew Cole, pre-service student. Philip Lespisa, West Dallas Police Department. Brett Lepper, Greenfield Police Department. Matthew Lewis, pre-service student. Kenneth Mulholland, Albany Police Department. Joel O'Brien, pre-service student. Dean Pagalo, McWanago Police Department. William Peck, Kenosha County Sheriff's Department. Alan Puringer, pre-service student. Patrick Rankin, Greenfield Police Department. James Sadowitz, pre-service student. Jerome Sardina, pre-service student. Darren Selk, Mequon Police Department. Stephen Soba, Ozaki County Sheriff's Department. Anthony Spat, pre-service student. Wayne Stans, pre-service student. Mark Thorson, Greenfield Police Department. Thomas Treader, pre-service student. Kevin Wines, pre-service student. And Jessica Wink, pre-service student. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Milwaukee Area Technical College Police Recruit Training Academy, class number 47. Ready? Front. Michael Burke. Mark Campbell. Richard Cole Jr. I think I'll change the answers. And, they did really well. A lot of competition, but however, there's usually one person that you acknowledge that does the best, probably better than a little bit better than other people. And what separated the top person in the class from about the middle of the class was a couple percentage points on weekly class average. They were so close together. But we have an award we'd like to give to the valedictorian in the class that achieved the highest academic score in this class, and that's Alan Puringer. Come on up here. Activities within the class are concerned, some social activities, some organized efforts. They put together a party yesterday, did one heck of a job, and someone has to take the bull by the horns and be the leader of the group. And I'd like now to introduce to you our class president, Michael Burke, to say a few words. Michael.
Start out by thanking the friends and family who have gathered here today to be with the recruits and sharing their special day. Over the past 10 weeks, we've spent more time together as a recruit class than we have with our own families. So your support is definitely appreciated and will continue to be needed.
About 4 years ago, and one of our instructors that does a lot of instructing in our program and does an excellent job, he had an opportunity to have his son go through Matt Cole, and we were pleased his dad Mike is here. He's an agent with the U.S. Department of Labor and working on organized crime and racketeering. He does our report writing, so a little special thing there, having someone go through in that nature.
All right, yes. Hey, Chipmunk.